Thank you for tuning in. My name is Nehru. The video just abruptly cut off, unfortunately. So thank you for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and start where I'd only read one angel number. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, page 88. Okay. And we're doing angel number 237. When you take responsibility, your angels want you to see things around you that you've been contributing to and take ownership of them. Being accountable is part of creating an aligned existence with your soul plane. What can you be responsible for that you've been ignoring? Okay. And I was talking about three areas, and actually another comes to mind. I was talking about three areas. So I was talking about your relationships. Okay, with those that you are in relations with. Okay. Also, financially. Okay, taking responsibility for your health. Right. I've recently been talking about health and how I do intermittent fastings, and they help tremendously. The one word that can change your life faster than anything else is discipline. That word can change your day immensely. Okay? And so I am one, and this is why I honestly believe that that in some way I'm meant to walk alone, meaning not married or anything like that, no more kids. I'm meant to walk alone because I function in such a way that it would be difficult to live with me. And not because I'm a difficult person. I'm a very unconditionally loving person, and I give that unconditional love freely, but with boundaries today. But meaning, I don't know, I just function in weird ways. I just do. And part of that is just part of who I am. And so I make weird noises and things when I communicate with my extraterrestrial family and all. I just function weirdly, I think, compared to most of the world. So, I don't know, if we're sitting at the table one day and all of a sudden I just decide to that gets kind of awkward, but I do those things. I do that all the time. I do things like that all the time. Those things are not normal in society, okay? So, I tend to believe that I tend to walk alone because for me, in order to be successful at what I'm called to do and fulfill the prophecy for which I was birthed, have to function that way. And I'm saying all of that to encourage you, 321 on the clock, that's a 7. Encouraging you to be okay with being however awkward you are. I dated someone who was a lesbian, but she was afraid to be that, and probably still is. I don't know. I don't have communication with them. But if she is, then again, I encourage her. She needs to be okay with living out whoever she is. Now, I don't agree with homosexuality. I don't agree with being a transvestite. I don't agree with all of those things, but I understand we all have free will, because I don't believe Most High makes mistakes. So if you were birthed with a penis, then you're meant to be a male. If you were birthed with a vagina, then you're meant to be a woman. Okay? In a rare case where you're a hermaphrodite, then I guess you need to have a conversation with Most High. Not with man, with Most High. Okay? So, and obviously those are extremely rare cases. So most people are trying to change what Most High calls divine, what he calls good. Most people are trying to change that. Okay? So, let's go ahead and get going on our next angel number. We'll just turn the page and do upper left, right page. Play fair, 512. Okay? And that's an 8. I like 8s a lot. Play fair. There are three sides to every story. Most people say two. In a present situation in your life, it may be easy to choose a side quickly. However, your angels remind you that the truth lies somewhere outside of individual perspective. Model an example of compassion and fairness as you lead others to rise above to an unfair conclusion. As you lead others to rise above jumping to an unfair conclusion. Okay? All right. So I know for me currently, I am one, dead set on not accepting anyone back from the past. I am strong as fuck in that. I return to sender every fucking song, every whatever energy that I feel from anyone from the past that I've ever been in a romantic relationship with. I send that shit back faster than Evel Knievel can come out of the fucking cannonball out of the cannon, okay? So, yeah, because that's just how strong my cutoff game is. So again, with all words, it's like reading the Bible. I don't do that unless Most High references me to do that. I don't even have a physical Bible. So everything is with discernment and your intuition, okay? And so when it's speaking about not jumping to conclusions, if those conclusions are confirmed by Most High, you're not jumping to conclusions. If Most High said your past lover is a lesbian and she refuses to acknowledge that because she's afraid, because she's a leader in the community and supposed to be a Christian and all of that, then I'm not jumping to conclusions. Most High confirmed that in me. Does that make sense? Okay, so again, discernment between assumptions and what Most High has concretely told you through your intuition or given you downloads of. Okay, you got to use wisdom between both of those things. Again, take nothing just at face value, and that's something I had to learn. I assumed that if I do good to others, others will do good to me. That's not true. Okay, I unconditionally loved the sperm donor. He took my wife and daughter in 1998 when I went to Germany in the military. So, and I'd seen him do it growing up because he was a polygamist. I'd seen him doing this growing up, never thinking that he would do this to one of his own. But sadly mistaken. And I may not even be his, but sadly mistaken was I. Okay, and so again, with intuition, right, assuming is one thing, but when Most High confirms it, that's not an assumption, and that's not jumping to a conclusion. That is the conclusion. Okay, 8 minutes exactly on the timer. All right, so let's go ahead and get our last and final number. Again, I hope you're doing well today, subscribers and new listeners. Yeah, welcome on new subscribers. I know we've gotten several new subscribers over the last 2 or 3 days. Thank you and welcome aboard. Let's go ahead and get our last angel number. Let's do a low number. Let's turn to, let's see. Okay. All right. So whatever page I'm on, let's do right page, inner bottom. Aspire. 17. I like it. 17. Kidney transplant. 7717. You probably get tired of me saying that. Aspire. Think bigger. Your angels encourage you to speak your wants and dreams aloud to the universe. Get creative with what you want and see it happening in great detail. Visualize an experience in which you receive something you always wanted. Feel thankful for it as it has already happened. As if it's already happened. So I do this a lot. This is how I manifest. Whether it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's say a vehicle, right? I can honestly say, even though it's been a lot, I have every vehicle that I have had, I wanted it before I got it. Every single vehicle I've ever wanted, or every single vehicle I've had, I have wanted at some point in time in my life. Even the 1996 Honda. I always wanted one. Why? Because you could put like a gajillion miles on those things. And they like run forever, right? The Acura Integra I had 91 or 2 or whatever it was before I went into the military. That was one of my favorite cars. It's fun. It was 2-door, sporty. It was white. I really liked that car. Had a fire engine red GMC Sonoma, the only vehicle I ever brought new. I also had, believe it or not, I wanted a car from the year I was born. So when I got out of the military, I got a 74 Lincoln. It was burnt orange. True story. Very nice car too. Really, really nice car. Let's see. Oh, I've always liked Audis. I've had 2 A8s. Yeah. So that's how I manifest. Motorcycle. I wanted a touring bike to be my next bike. The next bike that I got, or the last bike that I had, was a Kawasaki Voyager. It was a full touring bike. And again, that's what I did. I focused on it. My Cane Corso, her name is Sadie. I wanted her. So what did I do? I thought about having her. I would think about having her, dream about having her, what it was going to be, all the fun and the just having that 100-something pound dog. right? What else? Let's see. Entrepreneurial endeavors and things that are about to once again take off for me without the hindrances of witchcraft and all that other stuff that's been coming against me for decades. What else? I manifested my healing, right? My healing with the kidney transplant. I manifested that because I began to say, well, first of all, I knew it wasn't going to end my natural life. I knew that from day one. And second of all, I was told that by Most High, right, 21 days before the transplant, that I don't need dialysis, that I was just there to socialize at the dialysis center. So that's what I began to say. That's what I began to say was I don't need dialysis. I'm just here to socialize. And again, those of you who have been with me for a minute, you know I told the nurses that, the nephrologist, when he would come in and check on me every month, the nutritionist, right, whoever it was, I would tell them, I don't need dialysis. I'm just here to socialize. 3 weeks later, 21 days, the phone rang. And sure enough, it was the healing that was on the other end of the phone, right? So, as you go about your day-to-day, think about the things that you desire to truly make yourself and life better here on earth. Again, we're only here for a short period of time, okay? And so, not because of envy, jealousy, not trying to keep up with the Joneses, but be honest and genuine about yourself, with yourself. What do you really, 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 truly desire, right? What do you really desire? Your life, your family, if you desire a family, if you desire 1333 when I look down at the timer, if you desire a family, if you don't desire a family, and you just see yourself being single and traveling or engrossed in what your occupation is or whatever it is that you're doing, then imagine that lifestyle. If it's a house, I know where I'm going to be moving. And I already have it picked out. I had it picked out before I relocated from Central Florida. I know exactly where it's at. I know the address. I know all of that. I know the city. I've read up on the city. I've read up about the area. I regularly look up information on the city, like all of that, right? Because that is how you become, I keep thinking of the word engrossed. You have to become engrossed in the manifestation of the desires that you have. Again, the pure desires. Okay, you have to become engrossed in that. Okay, so I'm already creating what I'm going to do with this room and what I'm going to do with that place and this and that. and I've already got things on Amazon order, right? I'm already doing that. That is how you manifest, because that is how you show the world, the earth. When I say world, not man, I mean universe. That is how you show the universe, right? How serious you are, because the universe is just really sitting there waiting for you to be diligent about whatever it is that you desire. It doesn't matter what it is. And that is true. And that's what you have to be careful of. So if you want to be a porn star, the universe, if you focus on that enough, the universe will bring about the opportunities that will bring you to being a porn star. Because the universe has no respect of person. The universe gives freely. Okay? Gives freely. So, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, my name is Nehru. This is The Encourager, and I hope you are encouraged each and every day. And I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Thank you so much, and enjoy your day.